Alright, so in this tutorial, the topic is modeling tools for Vertex component mode, the merge Vertex tool, and one or two other modeling tools related to Vertex mode. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show what we have here. I'm going to close my channel box. I'm going to close my outliner so I can see more. This here, all of these were once cubes. And this one still is a cube, but there's more to this. So I used several merge vertices tools. This one is the merge vertices to center. And this one's going to be merge vertices with a threshold. This one's going to be target weld. This one's going to be extrude vertices. This one's going to be to chamfer vertices. You're going to create 5 polygon cubes. So in my custom shelf, I have a cube right there. Press W and then hold X as in X-ray and snap it. Make another cube. Hold X as in X-ray, snap it. Make another cube. Hold X. Oh, never mind, that's right there. And then make another cube and hold X, snap it. Finally, make another cube, hold X, and snap. Let me check my outliner. I have exactly 10 cubes. After those 5 cubes, I want to go over a useful hotkey. You can select an object, say this one way over here. I can press F as in Frank to focus on it, like that. And the camera perspective will orbit and pan and zoom right on top of it, or it'll focus on it and almost like target locking on it. And another thing too regarding this, there will be moments where your camera will act really strange, where it'll act kind of skewy, where it's not behaving right. And when that happens, remember this tip: select the object and press F, because it will happen and it will drive you crazy. So we're going to change from object mode to vertex component mode. You're going to right mouse click and hold, right mouse click and hold, and you're going to choose vertex mode. And then you have to select at least one vertex. I want to merge all of these on the top. I'm gonna left click and drag like that and select. So I get a marquee selection. But make sure you don't select any other vertices that you don't want. Alright, I can press 4. You notice. Alright, good. Press 5. We're gonna do shift and right mouse click and hold. Shift and right mouse button, click and hold. We're gonna choose the merge vertex, and then there's a sub menu set. Okay, so right now I'm still holding shift and the right mouse button. So I go up to merge vertices, and here's a new secondary menu set, and I'm going to choose merge vertices to center, and that's how you do that. Next one, it's going to be this. I'm going to press F to focus on this. This here, it looks just like just a regular cube. But if I go right click and hold, go to vertex mode, you need your polygon count, right? I talked about it before. So if I go here, I just marquee select right here. If I do this and I select it, this should only have one vertex. This over here, this should have only one, right? So for example, like this one, I'm going to select that. See, it only has 1. Total is 5, but only 1 is selected. But in this one, right click and vertex mode, I'm going to select that. We have 2. Right? This total, 1, 2, 3, 4, this should have only 8 vertices. But if I go and select all of it, I have 12. So what happened is that I purposely made a mistake on purpose to show this, because this happens a lot. right? See this? When the students are first learning, they will encounter this a lot. See what's happening here? Right? And I'll show you how that happens and what tool is very useful for that. So I have this cube. I'm gonna recreate that situation, so I want you to follow along. I select it, right mouse click and hold, choose face. I'm gonna select that face, shift right click and hold. I'm gonna extrude face. Right? Instead of pulling this up and manipulating it, I'm just gonna click outside. And that's how this mistake happens. Oftentimes when you're first learning how to do extrusions, you might end up just accidentally clicking outside and not know how to bring it up and how to salvage the situation, and or you would be not too sure if you executed that extrude face command, and you might just end up leaving it alone, and then this is what happens, right? So with that being said, I'm gonna right mouse click and hold, go to vertex mode, right? I'm going to select all of these. So I have 12. As you can see, I have overlapping vertices, right? See that? So I'm gonna just select a whole bunch of it, the whole thing, it doesn't matter. Then I'm gonna go for the one that's the merge vertices option, right? This one. So shift right mouse click and hold, merge vertices, right? So previously I used the merge vertices to center for the triangle, but we're going to do merge vertices, right? And it's option. It's option. So this is this option box. This is a default, right? Edit, reset. This is a default. But the safe thing to do is put 0.001, 0.001. Right now I have 12, and when I hit apply, see what happens? It changed to 8. So that's that tool, the merge vertices option box. I use this all the time to troubleshoot if I have any floating vertices and such. Okay. Now if I select the vertex, it's good, it's clean. See? But remember, it has to be 0.001. Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me put it down here. Threshold 0.001, right? I put that there, threshold. The next tool for this one, I used the target weld tool, target weld. So I'm gonna select that, right mouse click, choose vertex component mode. Okay, I want to select at least one vertex. That way when I do shift and right mouse button, I have my vertex mode modeling tools. Okay, I'm going to choose merge vertices, right? Merge vertex. Then I'm going to go to target weld, right? I don't need the option box, I just need that target weld. Now you notice the cursor turns into a crosshair. So the way this target weld behaves is that right now I have this one in yellow, but let's say I want to move this one, right? I want to manipulate this one. Move your cursor over a vertex you want to manipulate, right there, see? And if you click on it, nothing will happen. What will happen is that when you click on it, it turns kind of this brown tannish color, right? And it turns red. And then I left clicked on it, and then I'm dragging it, left clicked and holding my left click, and then I'm gonna scoot over there, and then now see how this changes into a circle. Let go. And next, this one right here, I want to manipulate this one. I'm gonna hover my left mouse over it, and I'm gonna left mouse click and hold, turns into a little circle. I'm gonna drag over here. This is where I'm gonna target weld to, and then let go. So that's how you use the target weld tool, right? Press W to get out of the tool. Always get out of the tool afterwards for any modeling tool. right mouse click, object mode. Then there's your extrude vertex. So this is extrude vertex. Select that, press F, right mouse click, vertex mode. Okay. And I'm gonna select all of it. Shift right mouse click and hold, extrude vertex. Boom. Then here's our floating menu. I'm going to hold control, right? Watch what happens. I'm going to move my cursor over, turns it to a little slider. I'm going to slide it. When I hold control, I have better manipulation of the slider. And maybe length, maybe I'll drop it down, something like that. Right mouse click and hold, go to object mode, get out of it. Next is your chamfer vertex. Select that, press F, so you can look at it much better. Zoom out, right? And I'll talk about this weird shading going on here too. So I'm gonna select that one, right click, vertex mode. I'm gonna select all of it. Press and hold shift, press and hold right mouse button together. Chamfer vertex, this one right here. Hold on control, hover over the width in yellow, and I can control how much. This is obviously too much. You know, so something like that maybe. And then click outside, right click, object mode. Next, secondary tool, soften, harden edge. Now, remember this guy right here, and even this one has some slight weird shading going on. See this weird shading? And this one especially. The gray shader on this, right? They call it a shader. Why it does this is because the surface curvature or the surface angle of any object, right? When you manipulate it and stuff, the shading on it gets kind of out of whack, basically. That's the only way to explain it. And then you need to do something called either a harden edge or a soften edge to fix it. It's just a visual artifact. So I'm gonna select that. It's under mesh display, right? Harden edge or soften edge. Harden edge will make it more faceted, right? Soften edge will make it look more softer. So you select it, you go to this mesh display, harden edge or soften edge, right? I'm going to choose harden edge. I'm going to click outside. So that's how you fix that. Same thing for this. You see this shading right here, right? Select it. I can, let's say you experiment mesh display. Let's say you soften it. See what happens? It made it all wonky and weird. But I can select it. I can go into my channel box. And you see right here, soften edge. Select it, click on it. I'm gonna put in, say, 30 degrees. The lower the number, the more faceted it's gonna be. The higher the number, like 60. Oh, that didn't do anything. I don't know, 100. See, the higher the number, the more the shading is gonna be more softer, or in this case, more not nice looking, right? So for organic type of things like characters, you want to set it to like 180. But for hard surfaces like mechanical, you want to set to like say 30 or say 20 or 10. Right? See, I still have that shading. So I'm gonna go in here and set it to 20 and watch what happens. See what happens? And I want you to save this file, save it as your name underscore merge underscore vertex underscore assignment, and save it to the W drive, Anum 2300, whichever class it is. I put an asterisk over here because I have 001, 002, and 003, right? And then save it into your folder, same as the other projects, okay? So this, this, and this. That is your homework.